Hey there, everybody. May seem a little corny, but I'm going to take you on a culinary journey here. So you're going to take a walk with me as I show you something I'm going to dedicate to my best friend Andrea and my sister Radia, and that is chicken and waffles. Now, we can get started with that, but see, I mean, you've already seen me make waffles and chicken plenty of times, so what? I have made chicken plenty of times. What? You've never made fried chicken. Oh, see, here's the thing. See, I'm not making fried chicken for these. See, I'm gonna get back here. Look, now I know that chicken and waffles traditionally has fried chicken, but I think with the way I'm gonna make it, it's gonna be just as delicious. You just wait and see. Now you're familiar with our waffles and chicken. But what you probably aren't familiar with is the gravy. There are about 5 million things in here. Well, not really, but not sure how I came up with this combination of ingredients. There's even a little bit of chicken in here. But I have found that with chicken and waffles, the way I make them, this is the best kind of gravy to use. There's even some syrup inside here. There's some apple syrup I made earlier, and that's in there as well. Now, see, I told you it looked delicious. But of course, the best way to know that for sure is by taste test. Let's see here. Get this away from me because it tastes so damn good. I'm gonna eat the whole thing, and I shouldn't eat this whole thing in one sitting. But I really think Drea and Radio will enjoy it. That is going to do it, and you know by now where to find the recipe. Thanks for being with me, and what? This? Potato pancakes and applesauce. You've seen me make those before. Anyway, thanks for, what? You never actually taught us how to make the applesauce. Yes, I did. Oh. Now that I think about it, when I made potato pancakes in that older video, I said I'd teach you how to make applesauce one day, and I never actually did. Well, let's do that right now. Now, when it comes to applesauce, I like to do things a little old school by cooking them in my slow cooker. It may seem kind of weird to cook apples this way, but that's just how I like to do it for applesauce. Now, we have the apples all nicely peeled and cored. Chopping isn't really necessary. After all, it's going in the slow cooker. But two things you want to remember. One is that, now normally in the slow cooker, you just fill the water all the way up. This, you want to use exactly 2 liters or 8 cups of water, no more, no less. And do not drain the water right away when the apples are done cooking. Why? Well, you'll understand the answer to both of those questions in about 4 to 10 hours. Good morning. No, I didn't sleep like this. Quit messing up the setup. Why would I sleep with my apron on anyway? Now then, you might remember another setup. You might remember this little setup from the first time I made lasagna. You know, this is how I drained the ricotta cheese. But you might also notice that this is a much larger colander and a much larger bowl. Because we are, since we use a slow cooker, I do have to drain the apples. But the reason why I said do not drain the water is, well, of course the apples are going to catch in the colander, and then the water is going to catch in the bowl, and with that water, we're going to make apple cider. Okay, now I added cinnamon and sugar to the apple cider and the applesauce. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't add both of them at the same time when they was all still in the bowl, it's simply because they each take different amounts of the stuff. Let's start with the apple cider. I don't have to remind anyone how delicious apple cider is, and the great thing about it is that you can enjoy it hot or cold. And I really think Rare will enjoy this too, and Ray had better enjoy it. Oh, by the way, Ray, you're gonna drive me to Chicago soon, right? Anyway, now for the applesauce. Now, applesauce is great on its own, but it's also a great accompaniment to, what I say? Great accompaniment. That is a hard word to say, isn't it? Great accompaniment to some potato pancakes. I know a lot of people like to serve sour cream with their potato pancakes, but I just like to serve applesauce. And, you know, cinnamon actually is an optional ingredient to applesauce, but I just prefer cinnamon applesauce. And what? Eating so much applesauce is what made me into such a muscle man. Oh, thanks. See, I just got it. And you'll notice that I transferred the apple cider to a clear cup because it's easier to see, which is probably why I should have used in the first place. Anyway, thanks for being with me. I'll see you again soon, and as they say, an apple cider a day keeps the doctor's cider away. Wow. I'll see y'all again soon. Maybe we shouldn't read all the clothing suggestions out loud.